Hi, my name's Yvonne. Thank you for joining me today. I'm looking forward to doing your reading for you. Please note that this is a timeless reading and that it may not resonate with all. If it doesn't resonate, then please have a look at your sun, or if this isn't your sun, moon, rising and Venus signs, because they all may be more relevant to you at this time. To do the readings, I tune into your guides and angels through my guides and angels and through the creator of all that is. And I ask for the message which will resonate with most people as possible in the collective of the sign that I'm reading for. If you enjoy this reading, if you find it resonates with you, then please do click the subscribe button and the like button, and if you would like, then please feel free to put a comment below and I will endeavour to answer you. And yes, I do pre-shuffle the cards and lay them out before I do my readings, just to save time and also to tune into the energies that I am seeing going on within the cards for the message for you today. If there's any other information, then hopefully it will be in the description box below. Hi Cancer, welcome to your reading today. Thank you for joining me. I've already shuffled and laid out your cards and been spending a little bit of time just looking through them and just seeing what the message is for you today. So the first cards that I pulled were these two from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms deck. And we have the Lady of Lightning and the River Queen. The Lady of Lightning says, surprises sometimes shock, total paradigm shift. And the River Queen, flow, letting go, natural movement. So what I felt when these two came out was a feeling of something new wanting to come through. Yeah, I keep getting this image of a sink or a bath with a plug in it, and it just feels that I just need to pull the plug and allow that water to flow through. So it just feels that in some way you're holding back in your life. The change needs to happen, and it feels like a big change, because I see this Lady of the Lightning card a lot like the Tower card, and quite often, you know, the Tower card can mean abrupt change. It can be quite a shock. But what I'm seeing more with this, rather than an unexpected change, I'm seeing something that, you know, on some level has to happen, is waiting to happen, it's waiting to come through, but for some reason you're holding back. But once you do allow this to come through, then it feels like everything's just going to flow on from there. There's going to be an ease, is what I'm hearing. So anyway, that's the first two that I've got there. So we'll make a start. So this is your first cards here. So the first one that came out from the Psychic Tarot deck is Prosperity Begins, which is a number one, which is the same as the Ace of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite deck. So this is a tangible start that I feel is wanting to come through. This is a really solid beginning. And I mean, it could be a relationship, a new relationship, or a renewal of a relationship. It could just be a new way of life. It could be a change of residence. Just read it how it applies to you. But there is this new solid change that is wanting to come through. And I just feel with these two clarifiers that I've got here, I've got the Seven of Swords and I've got the Three of Cups to clarify that one. And what I'm feeling from these is, well, actually what I'm hearing is rejection. I'm hearing a rejection of it. I'm sort of getting that you can feel this change. I feel on some level you know what this change is. But it's like, oh no, I'm not ready to face it. No, I can't do that yet. And so you keep going back into this Three of Cups energy, which is, I mean, it can be a card of sort of celebration, community, friendship. But being a 3, it's not really a stable energy. So it's a feeling I get of sort of going, oh no, I'm not ready for this change yet. I'm just going to go and stick to what I know and have a bit of fun and take my mind off things. And hopefully this will sort itself out. Something along those lines. So that then leads us on to the next card, which is intuition, which is like the High Priestess in the Rider-Waite deck. So that one's clarified by the Six of Swords. So what I'm seeing with this is, what I'm talking about is your knowing. And being a Cancerian, you'll be very intuitive. So this is on some level, it's like your intuition keeps coming in. Perhaps your guides are trying to sort of say, look, it's okay, you know, this change is coming. It's going to be time to move forward. It is time to move away from the word I'm hearing is redundant. What is redundant in your life? It's time to move forward into something new. Even, you know, it might be a bit scary. Quite often it is. I mean, you know, from what I can tell from this reading, it's actually going to be quite a big change in your life. But the water's calm. The water in this card is calm. So I feel that once you start on this journey, it's actually not going to be as scary as what perhaps you might think it's going to be. And I'm also getting from this, there is a lot of help from your guides and your angels with this change. Okay, so that leads us on to the next card, which is the card of patience. This is also the Temperance card. And what I'm feeling from this one is about remaining balanced. It's about finding your inner balance. It's about knowing that you're safe, that you are protected, that you are being guided, and allowing, just allowing this guidance to come through to help you and to lead you through this. And I like how we've got patience here, and I like because it doesn't have to be a rush. It just feels like once you sort of open up to this, the next steps are just going to kind of come forward for you. They're just going to appear. But it's taking that pressure off yourself. That's what I'm feeling. Because once you take that pressure off, then your intuition has a chance to come through. And your guides can come through more easily to help you. Okay, so the next one we have here is Base Chakra and Six of Cups. And what these ones here are telling me is a real strong attachment to the past. It could be a person from the past. It could be family situation or job. But it feels to me like a situation that you've been in for a long time. So yeah, thank you. I've just heard set down roots, and this is like the same as the root chakra, the base chakra. So it feels like there's some situation. It could be a relationship, like I say. But with the Six of Cups, it just, and I'm looking because this, you know, can mean family, and it can sort of mean a home life. So to me, it's saying there's some situation that, you know, you've really been solidly set in for quite a long time. I mean, it feels to me probably years, but, you know, take it how it fits with you. And of course, it's become, you know, a way of life. It becomes sort of a sense of security. And sometimes it's difficult to move forward from a situation that seems to be secure, even though it might be time for your soul to grow. And that's kind of what I'm feeling. It's time for soul growth. And there's a new situation or a new relationship waiting to come forward. Okay, so then we go on to the Three of Cups, which is the one that we actually had back here in this. Oh, Seven of Swords. This one here. Three of Cups there. So that's the same sort of energy with this. They call it rejoice and celebration. So, yeah, what I'm feeling from this is that you, how can I put this? You feel that you are finding joy and happiness in the situation that you are in at this time. And perhaps there are some good times, perhaps there are some highlights. There is that sense of security, yes, there's that sense of knowing, that knowingness. So, you know, I do feel that that's part of the anchor that's keeping you there. But I don't feel it's like that all the time because, again, you know, we're talking about a three. So it feels, you know, fairly sort of transient perhaps occasions that you're in at the moment. Perhaps just you have these moments that have been there perhaps for a long, long time. They're familiar. So they sort of offer a sense of security. And it's hard to let go of that. That's what I'm feeling. It's hard to let go. Bringing on to, this is like the Nine of Wands in the Rider-Waite deck. But they call it spiritual strength in this one. And I feel that does actually come over quite nicely from this other one. In fact, there's a few, these three that I've got here all kind of tie in together in a way, I feel. Because this is keeping strong in the situation that you're in. Finding the good in it. Telling yourself that everything's okay, that this can be all right. You can stick with it, you can overcome the problems that are there. That's what I feel, you know, is going on in your situation at this time. But I think the thing is that deep inside, that you know something's not right, something's not quite sitting. Yeah. So this is again the past Six of Cups. Six of Cups again. We've got to get that one twice. Six of Cups was there. So again, it's coming back to this grounding. Memories of love. Feeling an attachment to memories, to feelings. Feelings that, you know, feelings that are familiar. Memories of good times. The times where you felt cherished, like the Empress. And not only that, I'm feeling that you cherished somebody else. I feel that perhaps it could have been someone or a situation that you sort of put on a pedestal. And you remember those feelings. And it's like you still live off those memories, is what I'm feeling from this. And it's, you know, it's understandable. You know, I think we all do that. And a change is difficult, especially if it's a huge change. Nobody said change was easy. But sometimes it's necessary for our growth. But, you know, like I say, read this as you will. It's really is a strong message of needing to move forward. It's a feeling that you've been in a situation now. It could be karmic. I'm hearing karmic. So maybe for some of you there's a karmic relationship here that's run its course. That everything has been learned within this relationship. And now it's time for both of you to move on. Okay, so then we come to this one. Gosh, we're getting a lot of repeating cards because this fertility card is the same as the Empress. And again, it's, you know, it's another 3. So there's been a few 3s here in this reading. And what I'm feeling from this card, especially with the Knight of Cups, now I don't really do reverse cards very often. I don't often read reverse cards, but this one really did come out reversed. And what I'm seeing from this is you being very giving. You giving a lot of yourself to others. You being a big nurturer. Wanting to look after other people. Giving so much of yourself to keep stability is what I'm hearing. To keep everything even and stable. And what I'm getting from this Knight of Cups is that it's time to turn that back to yourself. It's time to give the love and the attention and the nurturing that you're giving to other people, is to turn that around and to start giving that to you, because you're worthy of it, you deserve it. And it's almost like I'm hearing that you're an afterthought. So it's time to sort of put yourself first, as they say. But see yourself in the same light as you see others. It's lovely. You're obviously such a caring person. It's really lovely. I can just feel this beautiful energy with you. But it's time for you to shine, is what I'm hearing. It's time for you to shine. Okay, so with doing this, giving to yourself, is when you find your power. This is where you find your inner strength. This is like the Strength card. And it can also be the sign of Leo, if that relates to you at all. I see, just to let you know, I see the Empress card. I tend to see that as a sign of Taurus, possibly Libra. Intuition, I quite often see that one as Pisces, just to call out a few signs here. I'm not really massively into signs. I'm more into the message, because you'll know if it relates to your situation or not. But I did really feel for this one to call out the Leo, because I do keep looking at this line. But what I'm feeling with this is, like I say, you finding your inner strength, you finding your sense of pride, your sense of worthiness. Yeah, this real feeling. I got this image of a lion roaring, of you again. You finding and using your voice, you speaking up for yourself, saying how it is, saying what you want. And this real sense of this inner strength, and this knowing, this confidence that I'm feeling coming through this card. So going inwards, putting that love into yourself, then makes you feel, well, I'm getting like self-recognition. It's knowing who you are, knowing that you're a strong person, that you're worthy, that you're deserving, that you have a right to live your life, how you want to live your life, to achieve the things that you want to achieve, and you deserve to do that. And with that, then following that, we have the Light card, which is the same as the Sun card, which is just such a happy card. So with finding this inner strength and this confidence, I mean, this can mean confidence as well, but it sort of brings all this beautiful light into your life. Lovely things start to happen. And it can mean family. It can bring family, if that's something that's important to you. It can be to do with family, to children also. That it's a happy card. It's feeling everything's right in the world. So there's a sense of balance with this card as well, that I feel. Okay, can also be a sign of Leo, that one. Now, and then we go on to fulfillment of wishes. So once you bring that energy into yourself, it starts the ball rolling. This is when the flow's happening. So you bring that energy to you, and then everything starts to flow in your life from that point. So you feel stronger, you feel worthy, you feel confident, you feel that you can go out and achieve. And then, you know, you feel that fulfilled, you feel that sense of fulfillment. And perhaps things that you've been wanting in your life, those are achievable now. You can now achieve this. It's fulfillment of wishes. So there's no sort of feeling, oh, I can't do this, or this is impossible, or I'm not good enough for this. It's like, why not? And which leads beautifully to our last card here, which is victory and success. So victory and success denotes that there's been a bit of a battle. Implies that, doesn't it? There's been a bit of a battle. So it's saying it's probably not been easy to accept this change, to actually allow the change, and then to accept your life changing around that, around whatever's going on, because even if one thing changes in your life, even a relationship or job, you know, anything changes, it affects everything else around you. Who's around you quite often, sometimes places around you, events around you. So this is hard fought and won, but it is victory. So there is a sense of fulfillment with this. It's like, yeah, I did it and I deserve this. I deserve this victory. And there is also possibly a sense of being seen with this as well. So perhaps you're being seen by others for your success. Yeah. So anyway, you know, a lovely reading, really. It's just a matter of allowing the changes to happen and knowing, you know, this is sort of letting you know that everything's going to be okay, that you are being looked after, and that there will be a flow. That's the biggest thing, because, you know, we've got this with the card, the River Queen. Flow, letting go, natural movement. Oh, and I also noticed on the bottom of the deck of cards here, we've got new beginnings. So this is what it's all about. Anyway, I hope that has been helpful for you, Cancer, and I might see you in the extended reading. If not, catch up with you next time. Take care.